children and hi everyone. So I think this is the third video regarding the problems in the chapter of Newton's laws of motion. Children, don't neglect the problems, because from now onwards, from in 9th class onwards, if you can focus on the problems, automatically you will go to the high level in the physics. So that's why don't neglect problems. So don't afraid of problems. So I will make them very simply. So here now I am going to the topic now, children. So this is the third video in the Newton's laws of motion regarding the problems. What I am telling, the textual problems, what it is there after completion of your lesson, those only I am explaining. After completion of these problems, we will go for next IIT level like that. So simply here we have one problem, it is there. Children, before going to that, you must watch the video without skipping. If you can skip the video, automatically you don't understand anything. So my request is, without skipping the video, you must watch the up to end. Dear children, so I'm going to talk now. Up to now you didn't subscribe my channel, then subscribe my channel. After watching the video, like the video, share the video and comment the video. So we have one problem on board. Let us see here. Look at the problem now here. A force of 5 newtons produces an acceleration of 8 meter per second square on a mass m1. Clear? And an acceleration of 24 meter per second square on mass m2. What acceleration would be the same force provided if both our masses are together? Both masses are together. Simply see once again, a force of 5 Newton produces an acceleration of 8 meter per second square on mass m1. So mass m1 means what? First body. And an acceleration of 24 meter per second square on mass m2, that means on second body. What is the acceleration would the same force provided it both masses are together? So this is the problem given. To do the calculation, first we have to read the problem twice or thrice. Then only you can understand what's there. In that problem, what you are saying, we are taking two bodies. This is the first body of mass m1 and this is the second body of mass m2. Clear? What is you saying? A force of 5 newtons produced. That means we applied some force on first body. How much? 5 newtons. When we can apply the 5 newtons force on m1, how much is the acceleration? S. So the body can be accelerated with an acceleration of how much? 8 meter per second square. What's that? 8 meter per second square. And next, for the same mass, for the same force, an acceleration of second body is what? 24 meter per second square. That means on second body also we are applying the same force 5 newtons. Then what is acceleration? 24 meter per second square. What is that? 24 meter per second square. Clear? And now what you will find? What acceleration would be the same force provided if both masses are together? That means in this case now, if we can combine them, m1 and m2 are combined together. That means simply we are keeping side by side like this, combined together with a rope. And now we are applying some here force. This is the m1 and this is the m2. This is the m2. When they are combined together, on that how much force is again we are applying? 5 newtons. Then what you have to find? Common acceleration we have to find. This is the a1 and this is the a2. This is the children problem given. What it was again? We have two bodies, m1, m2 are there. On m1 5 newtons force is acting, then acceleration is what? 8 meter per second square. Next on second one is what? 5 newtons force is acting, m2 should be accelerated with the acceleration of 24 meter per second square. Now what you are asking? Common acceleration. When m1 and m2 both are combined together, what is the acceleration of those two? Individually they have accelerations 8 and 24. If you can combine them, what is the acceleration of that system? That is the question given. So now we have to find out how much acceleration can be produced by the combination. For that, here first I am taking now for first body. For first body, I am writing now here. We know that what is the formula? F is equals to ma, Newton's second law. F is equals to ma. That's why by using that, for the first body I am writing F1 is equals to m1a1. What is that? F1 is equals to m1a1. So already given, what is that? How much force? 5 newtons. That's why here 5 is equals to m1 into what is a1? How much acceleration? Look here, how much? 8 meter per second square. That means from that what, right? m1 is equals to what, right? 5 by 8 kg. What is that? m1 is equals to 5 by 8 kg. Clear? Now we go for second body. Very simple. For second body now, again same formula. F is equals to ma. That means I am writing F2 is equals to m2 into a. Then here what is F2 here? Again same 5. And what is m2? We don't know. That is m2. And what is a? Acceleration. That is a2. How much? 24. So I am writing into 24. From that again what we get? m2 is equals to what, right? 5 by 24. 5 by 24 kg. So here we have now masses for m1 and m2. Clear? For example, see children, this is the 1 kg and this is the 2 kg. Individual mass is 1 kg and this is 2 kg. If we can combine them, what is total mass? 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 3 kgs. Like that, here when they are combined together, what is the total mass? m1 plus m2. What is the total mass? m1 plus m2. So here, when they are combined, what's that? F is equals to, so here when they are combined also how much force is acted? Applied? 5 newtons. So when they are combined, what, right? m1 plus m2 into a. Clear children? F is equals to m1 plus m2 into a. What is m1? 5 by 8. What is m2? 5 by 24. So what is F? Already 5 newtons. So here applied is how much? 5 newtons. And here m1 m2 are both are masses. Then here you have to find a. Then I am writing here F means what? 5. So m1 is what? 5 by 8 plus 5 by 24 into a. Clear? So after that here 5 is equals to 5 into LCM. How much now? 8 24 LCM is what? 24. So then we what we get? 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 into a. So here 5 cancel. Then what we get? 1 is equals to 4 by 24. 4 by 24 into a. Then a is equals to what, right? 24 by 4. 24 by 4. That means what we get? A is equals to 6 meter per second square. This is the problem, children. Very simple. Look here once. The problem what he was given, m1 is there, on that 5 newtons is force acting. Then what is the acceleration? 8 meter per second square. And same force is applied on m2. Then acceleration is what? 24 meter per second square. What you are asking? When these two are combined together, if the same force is applied, what is the acceleration? We have to find this one. So when they are combined together, we have formula is there. F is equals to m1 plus m2 into a. When they are combined, F is equals to M1 plus M2 into A. That means we find out the M1, we want to find out the M1 value and M2 also value we have to calculate. That's why for that we are going for now here. For the first body, formula is what? For the first body, what do you have? First body, what do you have? F1 is equals to M1 A1. We are substituting the F1 value is 5. M1 acceleration is how much? A1 is 8. Then what do you get? M1 is equals to 5 by 8 kg. Similarly, for second body also, what do you take? F2 is equals to M2 into A2. Here F2 means what? Again same force, 5 newtons. M2 and 24. So we are getting M2 value is this one. So now we are substituting M1, M2 values in this equation. We may get A is equals to 6 meter per second square. Okay na children? So this is about the first problem. Next we go for another problem. Another problem, look at here. This is also very important, interesting. I am again telling, don't afraid of problems. You can understand them, they can be very easy. Okay, see here problem. A hammer of mass 400 grams. A hammer of mass 400 grams moving 30 meter per second. Moving it 30 meter per second. Strikes a nail. The nail stops the hammer in a very short time of 0.01 second. What is force of the nail on the hammer? Clear? See once again. A hammer of mass 400 grams moving 30 meter per second strikes a nail. The nail stops the hammer in a very short time of 0.01 second. What is the force of the nail on the hammer? One hammer it is there, just see here. This is the wall. Clear? This is now wall. On that wall, one nail is there. This is what? Nail. So we are striking. We are striking the, this is what? Hammer. So this is the hammer. And this one is what? Nail. And this one is what? Wall. Just imagine. So here nailed is there for that wall and hammered is there. We are striking the nail with hammer like this. We are striking like this. Nailed is there. We are putting like this. That means we are shaking the hammer, means we are striking like this. Striking means the hammer is moving. When the hammer is moving, that should be having some speed. Clear? Nailed is there, for example. Now this chalk piece is the nail and this duster is the hammer. I am keeping like this. I am striking like this. That means what? The hammer is in motion. That means it is moving. When it is moving, that should be having some velocity. So how much velocity was given? A hammer of mass 400 grams. Its mass is what? 400 grams. And moving with what? 30 meter per second. 30 meter per second. We know that 30 meter per second is equal to what? Meter per second means what? Speed or velocity. Strikes the nail. The hammer which has mass 400 grams, that should be strikes the nail with speed 30 meter per second. After that, the nail stops the hammer in very short time of 0.01 second. That means we know that action is equal to minus reaction. That's why here this is what? The hammer can strikes the nail. That means hammer applies the force on the nail. Then nail also applies the force on hammer. So what is the force of the nail on the hammer? So here we know that action is equal to minus reaction. Here the hammer can apply the force on, yes, force on nail. Nail also applies the force on hammer. So we have to find out the force applied by the nail on hammer in this case. That is the problem given. Clear? Hammer can apply the force on nail. Nail also applies the force on hammer. So for that, first we go for written value. Given values. What are the values given? First you have to write the data. So mass of hammer, what's that? Mass of hammer, that should be 400 grams. 400 grams. So children, I hope you understand. I am erasing this one. Here mass is what? 400 grams. So here the gram is the CGS unit. What is that? CGS unit. Gram is the CGS unit. You may change the grams into kgs like SI units. So in problems we have to do the, if all are given here, meter per second, 30 meter per second. Meter per second is the SI unit. Clear? And 400 grams. 400 grams. Gram is the CGS unit. That means when we have different type of units, we have to convert them all into one units. Either it is CGS or SI. Now I am going to change the grams into kilograms. Got my point, children? In any problem, different physical quantities are there. If the different physical quantities are in different units, we have to convert them into one particular units. Clear? That's why here I want to change the grams into kilograms. So maybe I think you have idea about the conversions. So look here now. Here 1 kg is equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. Clear? Children, very important conversions. 1 kg is equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. Then 1 gram is equal to what, right? 1 by 1000. Simply here into, if it is come this side, division. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Then 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kg. I am writing now simply 1 by 1000 means I am writing 10 cube. How many zeros there? 3. That's why I am writing 10 cube. Kg is equals to G. And if we can take 10 third to the numerator, we will write that is 10 power of minus 3 kg. So don't forget, children, this is the value for 1 gram. 1 gram is equals to what? 10 power of minus 3 kg. So simple here, 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. From that G is equals to what, right? 1 by 1000 gauge. 1 by 1000 now we can write 10 power of minus 3 kg. Clear? So where we have G, there we have to write this value. Clear? So here already 400 grams is there. Now I am writing 400 into 10 power of minus 3 kg. Clear? So here M is equals to 4 into 100. 4 into 100. 100 means what, right? 10 into 10. Then what, right? 10 square. 100 means what? 10 square. Or to understand very simply, I am writing like this also. 400 by, it is what? 10 cube, 10 power of minus 3. That means what? 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000 into kg. Here these two are cancelled. 4 by 10. That means what? M is equals to 0.4 kg. That is what? M is equals to 0.4 kg. Children, clear? That means the mass should be changed from gram to kilogram, or this M is equals to 0.4 kg by using these conversions. So while you are watching the problems, you must be maintain one notes, then only you will get clarity. So here 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. From that what, right? 1 gram is equals to 10 power of minus 3 kg. Clear? So after that, now I am going to the continuation here. So after that, next value is what? M is 0.4 kg and speed is what? Initial speed what it is? 30 meter per second. What is that? 30 meter per second. And after that, the hammer is stops. The hammer is stopped by nail. Stopped by nail means what? Its final velocity becomes 0. Clear? This is the hammer. We are striking it. This hammer should be stopped by the nail up to what time? 0.01 second. 0.01 second. 0.01 second. That's why here now u is equals to 30 meter per second. The hammer is stopped means the final velocity of the hammer is 0. What it is? V is equals to 0. Clear? And now here we have one formula is there. I is equals to m into v minus u. This is the formula what? I is equals to m into v minus u. Impulse is equals to mass into change in velocity or change in momentum. Simply I am writing now here. I means again what do you write? F into t. F into t is equals to m into v minus u. This is the formula we are using in this case. F into t is equals to m into v minus u. F means what? We have to find. So F into, this is what? 0.01. T means what? Yes, how much time? 0.01 second. I am writing t is equals here 0.01 second. Then substitute here F into 0.01 is equals to m value is how much? Mass how much? 400 grams. That means equals to what? 0.4. 0.4 grams into what is V value? What is V value? 0. 0 minus 30. 0 minus 30. That means F into 0.01 into is equals to 0.4 into minus 30. Minus 30. Clear? From that what write? F into 0.01 is equals to minus. Here what write? 12 we have to write. What is that? 12. So here simply 0.4 into minus 30 minus here simply what write? 0.4 means what? 4 by 10. 4 by 10 into 30. 0 0 cancel. Then what you get? Minus 10. Then what write? F is equals to what write? Minus 12 by 0.01. So here I am writing how much here? F into 0.01 is equals to minus 12. Then F is equals to what, right? Minus 12 by 0.01. That means here what, right? Minus 12 by 1 by 100. That means what? F is equals to minus 1200. F is equals to minus 1200. So this is the force applied by the nail on hammer in opposite direction. Here minus represents the opposite direction. Action is equals to minus reaction. Action is what? Force applied by the hammer on nail. That is how much? 1200 newtons. What is the reaction? Minus 1200 newtons. This is clear. Look here once again. What he was given, one problem is there. Hammer is there and the hammer is strikes the nail with the speed of 30 meter per second and its mass is what is that? 400 grams. Then here we want to find out the how much force acting on the hammer by the nail. We have to find that. He was given one clue is that the nail can stops the hammer. Nail can stops the hammer for what time? 0.01 second. So here the given values we are taken. Mass is 400 grams. That should be converted into the kgs like this. M is equals to 0.4 kg and time is what? 0.01 second. And after that the hammer is moving at speed of 30 meter per second and the hammer can stop by the nail. Stopped by the nail means what? Final velocity is 0. Stopped means coming to rest. So 0. We have formula is what? I is equals to m into v minus u. Then already I is what? Impulse. Product of force and time is what we call impulse. M into v minus u. Then here t value is substituted, m value substituted, v value substituted, u value substituted. From that what do you write? M is 0.4, v is 0 and u is minus 30. Then f into 0.01 is equals to 0.4 into minus 30. So that means here simply 0.4 means what? 1 by 40. 4 by 10. Then what you get? 10 3s are 30. Then what you get? 4 into minus 3 is minus 12. Then f into 0.01 is equals to minus 12. Then f is equals to minus 12 by 0.01. This one. From that what you write? 0.01 means what, right? 1 by 100. Now what do you get? Minus 12 into 100 is minus 1200. This is the amount of force acting on the hammer by the nail. It is where negative sign indicates the opposite direction. Hammer applies the force, that is the action. Nail also applies the force, that is the reaction. Reaction is nothing but it is in opposite direction. That's why we are reading minus. Okay children, I hope you understand. So this is the about the two problems in this video. I hope you understand. So if you can understand these videos, like the video, share the video and comment the video, and you must suggest your friends also to subscribe this channel. So I hope you understand. So bye children, we will meet in the next video with the next topic. Bye.